And okay, so we are recording, and I'm going to do a
Guys,
screen share here.
oh, I just woke up from a nap. Did spring cleaning today in the fall.
That's always nice and therapeutic.
Yeah, especially when you have somebody else doing it for you.
Yeah, tell me about that. What's that like, Tom? I want
Fantastic.
some of me. I want to hire more like me.
Poor guys, like, well, I had my cleaning lady here today. She did the majority of the work, thank God. Okay.
All right. Woo, we're going to hide that for a little bit. Okay.
All right, here we go. I'm reading. When I'm not talking, I'm reading. That's a good cover letter for a press pack, Luna. You can get a little bit more personal, though, in those first two paragraphs. Try to get a little bit more personal. And so I'm excited to share my book and my experiences with your audience. You know, I've listened to your show for years, especially like the interview you did with Tom Bird, whatever it is. So a little bit more personal. Other than that, though, it's good. Next page, Sabrina.
I'm not sure if Luna's here, so I just wanted to make a notation.
Okay. The title really doesn't work. In the press release, again, we want for immediate release, the date, contact person. That's got to be on there all the time. Otherwise, the press release will be discredited by the recipient. Make sure all those little things are on there. The title doesn't work because it validates your extraordinary experiences. Doesn't say anything. New Amazon #1 bestseller validates, proves that you can speak to the dead. Something like that. A little bit more direct. Go back up the top again, Sabrina. Just focusing on that first paragraph. Thank you. Okay, the first paragraph really drifts a lot and doesn't get to the point. Doesn't really. It's reiterating what's already covered in a good title, so it's redundant. Now, if you look at the second paragraph, folks, look at the second paragraph with me. In 1984, Luna, we want her full name, died on the operating table in Wheat Ridge, Colorado, and returned to her body a changed person. That second paragraph should be the first paragraph. Look at the third paragraph together. One of Luna's biggest draws is the fact that she worked for a company that was employed by the CIA to do remote viewing. That should be brought up in the second paragraph. More distinctively. It's brought up in the last sentence of the second paragraph, but that should be its own paragraph. The third paragraph is pretty good as long as we can bring out the CIA derivative of this. To follow her extraordinary astral experiences as she divulges her secret life in astral romance. Follow her extraordinary astral experiences is bullshit. Luna divulges her secret life in astral romance, communication with spirits, and altering matter from a distance. So, in this paragraph, Sabrina, the one who says, follow your extraordinary experiences, her extraordinary experiences, take that out and just start it with Luna divulges her secret life on the so-called other side of life by dipping into taboo topics such as astral romance and other things. Okay, let's look at the next paragraph. It's a good one. The rest is good. That 30-30- should be centered. Good. Good press release. Keep going. Stop. Very interesting. On Luna's bio, she starts out with the paragraph we talked about. Second paragraph, Luna offers workshops and presentations on the unseen spiritual world, has become a keynote speaker for best-selling authors Dr. Joe Dispenza, Greg Braden, and Damien Binkley. Okay, go on down to praise for his secret life of an astral traveler. That's good. Come on down.
This one's from Lynn.
Okay. Come back up the top a little bit, please. There's a note up there. Okay. It's a good first paragraph. The paragraph that says, might this local girl makes good be a story of interest to your readers? That should be the second paragraph. Good. Rena's working overtime tonight. She's making all the changes and everything. Amazing woman. Come on down. Let me see some more. Oh.
That looks weird.
Yeah. Is this the press release?
Let me see if I can get this on one page. I don't know why it has the title 2 times. There we go.
Okay, commanding attention in spiritual circles, again, is another one of those titles that says nothing. It needs to be more direct and to the point. All right, come on down. Anyone can overcome. What's going to happen in a lot of cases, folks, is that your readers of these press releases are going to skip down to bulleted points. They won't read the stuff before. So where it says the path and progress described in her book shows the reader anyone can overcome depression. I don't know. All right, come on down further, Sabrina. The rest is good. Good. Let's see what's next.
It's a letter from Anastasia.
Yes. All right, come on down. All right, folks, I want you to take a real good look at Anastasia's letter. It includes all of the elements that I've suggested, but it's written with great personality and style. So many of you are struggling with composing all the elements within the confines of your own voice. This maintains your voice. It's a very attractive letter. If you're going to emulate a letter that we've seen so far, emulate this one. Come on down. Okay, there we go. Okay, where it says excerpts from the article Why So Many Americans Feel Powerless by Robert Reich Rich. That should come before the quotes that he uses, because otherwise we don't know where the quotes are coming from. Good. That's excellent. Again, the Anastasia follows directions really well, so that maintains the content necessary in any of these documents that she's producing. But what's most important is she maintains her voice and exhibits her voice within the framework of her writing, and that's what makes this very powerful. Very good. Let's see what's next, Sabrina. She really goes out on a limb in this bio. Some people won't like it because it's not standard, but the ones that like it will love it. Very good. Very good. Yvonne, let's see. Oh, now look at this. Look at this first paragraph. I love your morning show on KASA TV Fox. I'm a big fan of interesting guests you have brought on. I especially enjoy your interviews with local authors. Wow. really appealing to the egos of these talking heads that host these shows. Beautiful. And if you can say that with all sincerity, say it. Beautiful. Second paragraph, you've got them hooked in the first paragraph, second paragraph, perfect. Look at the third paragraph, perfect. Really builds on the first two, wonderful. Perfect, beautiful. Another tremendous cover letter. Great job, Yvonne. Great job. A life preserver for those drowning in depression. You guys are kind of weak on your titles today. Local author shows readers how to cure depression. Something like that. Local best-selling author. Local #1 best-selling author. Yvonne, work into that first paragraph those facts you have about New Mexico being 5th highest in suicide rate. Okay, Sabrina, come on down further. It's beautiful. Great job. Great job. Very impressive. Come on down. Stop. Is a mom, wife, author, counselor, play therapist, and the victim of suicide death of her former husband. Come on down to about the book. Now, it's not unusual in a press pack if there's a lot of redundancy between the cover letter and the press release and about the book and about the author. It's not unusual that there's a lot of redundancy. In most cases, what people will do is they'll pick one portion of one of these documents and read it and base their opinion on whether they move forward with you or not based upon what they've read from that one small segment. So the redundancy is necessary. About the book, Yvonne, you want to make sure that you include what you included in the press release about the book right there. So it'll be a similar description, but it's a necessary description. All right, come on down, Sabrina. Why a drop of water? Well, because refer back to the statistics that you alluded to in your press release. Rely on the specifics for answering the question, why your book? especially the New Mexico angle. Come on down, Sabrina. That's a good testimonial from Ev. Do you have more? You need at least 2 more.
How to make this bigger?
Come on down when you get a chance, Sabrina. Let's keep going.
That's it.
Do we have any more to review for tonight?
Yes, we do.
Keep it going.
Okay.
We're on a roll here.
Now we are on Cheryl's here.
Okay. Come on down. First 3 paragraphs are great. That's great. Excellent bio. Excellent bio. Cover letter. I'm a local Mesa resident and enjoy your community articles and love your articles on the community and love your articles on the community. Be a little more enthusiastic. Come on down, Sabrina. That's really great, Cheryl. Good. Excellent job. Wonderful cover letter. Wonderful cover letter. Super job. Come on down, Sabrina, more. Another drab title. You guys write, do great press releases, great cover letters, and you come up with these drab titles. New angle offer reflecting religious and spiritual beliefs. Tying together the essence of evangelical Christianity, New Age thought, or something like that. Or
Christianity, New Age, what?
New Age thought, something like that. Or even better, the link between evangelical Christianity and New Age thought, the crucial link. Something like that, Cheryl, just to give you an idea. Wow, very interesting first 2 paragraphs. Wow. Go on down, Sabrina. Come on back up a little bit.
I was thinking, did I go too far? There we go.
There you go. There you go. There you go. You've gone too far again.
That's where you were, right?
Yeah. Come on down. This is wonderful. Beautiful job, Cheryl. Congratulations. Great job. Great job. Wow, a tremendous cover letter. Come on down, Sabrina. Wow. Good job, Kim. Come on down.
Okay. She also has a PDF here. Really nice looking. But I could not insert it into my documents, so.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Yeah, you know all about that.
Yeah. Why don't we go through everything and then bring her press release up? Can you do that?
You mean through her particular one?
Yes.
Or go back? Okay.
Well, let's keep going through, and at the end of everyone's writing, we'll come back and look at our press release.
Okay, got it.
Good. Tremendous cover letter, though.
That was really it, except that Sam was looking for some feedback on some titles options.
Her forever search on the title of her book, Dealing with Difficult People, Lessons Learned from a Difficult Person. Lessons learned from a difficult person how to get along with us. I really think that how to deal with difficult people, period. Lessons learned. Perfect. Now bring up Kimberly's press release, please. I hope it's as good as the cover letter. You guys are doing a marvelous job. You don't realize how much control you're taking of your projects by being able to write your own copy, and how much more effective you'll be by writing your own copy. How many thousands of dollars you'll save by writing your own copy. Bring up Kimberly's press release.
Can you see it?
No.
Well, that's odd. Let me see. Okay.
Can anyone else see it?
Let me close out this. Let me close out that one because I can see it. Let me go back to screen share and show the PDF. I think it's beautiful. That's why I didn't know why you were like, go back. I said, let's look at it.
There you go. Keep coming down. Keep coming down. Last line, before you go to a dentist, you may want to read this book. You will want to read this book before you go to a dentist.
Can't make the changes on this one. It's PDF, but hopefully
Okay.
she'll listen to the recording or she might be on here.
Okay, come on down to the sample questions. Great questions.
All right.
Done. Great job. Great job. Now, I want to remind each of you tomorrow the reappearance of David Thalberg. Right? David's coming to do mock interviews tomorrow, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. And I tell you what, I do have John and Linda asking for theirs, so I can go into my email real quick and pull them up. I was trying to make sure I had everyone's in because the actual document did get lost. And Linda, I apologize because I had your information, I think, in the interview and questions document. But yeah, so I need to get the stuff off to David tomorrow for some mock interviews to get going. So hopefully the interview questions and book descriptions that I've received from people are going to be good.
Okay.
Linda, it's going to take me a minute to find yours. We have a lot. Let me find John's real quick.
Okay, let me chat when you're doing that. You know, you guys are doing great with these cover letters and press releases, and I'm assuming you're going to do just as well with your sample questions. If you can nail the mock interviews with David, you're all set. You've covered in a few weeks what we would intensively cover in about 25, 30 hours worth of work over a course of a weekend. Okay? So the mock interviews, there's something that you want to listen to again and again and again. Listen to the recordings over and over and over again to really learn the ins and outs of not only your interviews, but the other authors' interviews as well. So I'm hoping everyone will tune in for David's mock interview presentation tomorrow. Again, he gets to use his theatrical abilities to their extreme tomorrow night. And again, he's going to be embellishing what an interview is really like. He's going to be exaggerating the criticism, the dysfunction of an interview. But again, if you can make it through an interview with David, you can make it through any interview that you could possibly be a part of. So make sure you tune in tomorrow night and listen to those recordings over and over and over again, because you can learn so much from each other, just like you're learning stuff from each other on these press releases, reading your books and sharing of each other's time and company. Listen to them over and over again. Sabrina, do you have those last few docs?
Yeah, and I know some of them I think we may have actually covered in previous recordings, but we'll go through them here. This is John's, and didn't have time to get it all onto one page there for him, but here we go.
That would be pretty good.
All right, let me share. So I'm not sharing screen. Here we go. All right.
There it is. A memoir with a twist. Oh, nice. There are messages sent from beyond. Now, I don't know if that's an actual quote, John, but it's a really great line. If it's not a quote, just underline it as a subheading. Where 90% of the people in the world lose at least one of their grandparents first. I don't know what you mean by lose at least one of their grandparents first. Lose one of their grandparents before they lose anyone else? Suppose the first. Beautiful first paragraph of the change of that first sentence, John. Beautiful first paragraph. Wonderful first three paragraphs. Wow, that's really great, John. Good job. Another outstanding document. That's great, John. Let me see what else John has to offer us, Sabrina. Great job, John.
Okay. That's all I have from John. I do have, let's see here. Let's go back and see what else I pulled up. Just a second.
While you're polishing your own documents, folks, go back over this recording over and over again and learn, because you can learn so much from each other so quickly. File these documents, these videos.
Yeah. Let's see if I can make that better.
This is probably the best title I've seen so far, Linda, but we can still tweak it. Local best-selling author addresses the concept of inner peace against the backdrop of our violent world. Third paragraph, first line, to achieve world peace, as opposed to peace in the world. World peace. We must focus on inner peace. The fifth paragraph, slowing down and becoming present with each moment allows us to open to the guidance of life. The guidance of life has for us all. Big question right there, Linda. You got to answer is how. Most people understand that concept, but how? Is that something you can improve in your book? But how? Next paragraph. Accepting everything in your experiences, including the most tragic elements, comma, and releasing control will ultimately bring the peace most believe is lacking from their lives. Those few little changes will make a huge difference, Linda, but you did a tremendous job. Another great job. Really good. Man, you guys doing fantastic.
All right, getting another one up here with Linda. It's another version.
Hey, Sabrina, I think you're pulling up in old files that I sent you. I sent you like a complete press kit that was all in one file.
Okay, then I maybe if you want to resend it and get it to the top of there. And same thing with Lori. Again, I know we did a lot of the press reviews a while ago on some of these, and so that's when I was looking through my email. And I know, Lisa Dalton, we have a lot of questions on yours as well, and that's going to be covered in the mock interviews we have set up.
You had it up when we had that meeting with David, but he just didn't have enough time to go through them.
Here, let's see. This? Let's see. Oh, I can't see it yet. Is it this one, Linda?
I believe so.
Okay, let me read it.
Well, yeah, this is part of it. It's the summary and interview questions. I think I had a bio in there as well.
Okay.
Linda, there's something very interesting about this first paragraph. This is the type of paragraph that a radio or TV interviewer would read to introduce you. It's very good. No, ideally, you're really conducting your own interviews by giving them the proper material to make it easy for them to interview you.
Okay, I found what Linda's talking about. I'm going to show her it now.
Come on down. It's great. Good job, Linda. See. Good job. Come on down. Come on down. Come on down, Sabrina. It's really good, Linda. There's one thing I want to suggest, though. You know, people, the concept of nirvana or peace is so alien to most cultures and most people, especially Western cultures, that it's a foreign topic. So if you can help the reader of this understand the last time they had peace and how that bit of peace, that minute, that hour, that afternoon can become their entire lifestyle, that would really be good. So if you could include that somewhere in the beginning about, do you remember a time when there was no time? Do you remember a time when the aches and pains of relationships in your body, life in general, seemed to have disappeared? Did you remember the last time you felt like you were floating on a cloud, no matter what you were doing at the time? That one moment in time that you are now recalling can be your lifestyle. And this author, Linda Curry, can show you how to make it so, like that. You understand?
Yeah, that's great advice. Thank you.
You know, the majority of people I know that live in cosmopolitan areas, they peace is something that, like a nirvana, that they are told exists, but they've never seen. But they've experienced it, and you have to help them recall that last time. Didn't we look at this one before, Linda? This press
Yeah,
release?
you have. I've just updated it. I just kind of sent the full press kit with all the updates.
Well, I think you changed the title on this. I like it.
Okay, cool.
Anything else, Sabrina?
Yeah.
Simple questions. Come on down to those.
Well,
Go back to the simple questions.
I also have Lori's. Let's see here. Yeah, here we go.
Oh boy, what a wonderful first paragraph. She's relating with this columnist so well. Oh, wow. Scroll down, Sabrina, please. The last line, would you be willing to read it for me? Would you be willing to review my book? Other than that, Lori, fantastic, fantastic. Wow, you guys are doing such great work. Wow, I'm so impressed.
Thanks.
God, you guys do fantastic work. That title, though,
Lame.
local author writes inspiring story to make a difference. We got to change that. Can we keep coming down, Sabrina? This paragraph here down at the end, Lori. This story is an unfolding tale of how an interspecies relationship can thrive despite all odds. Man, you need to move that line right up the top someplace. Find a way to get that line at the top of this press release.
Okay.
Come on down, Sabrina. Is there any more? Great
Yes.
job. Great
We have
job.
one more thing, I think, from
Wow.
Lori, maybe. Let me see here to make sure.
Yeah, I did a draft of a press kit.
Oh, not that. Let's see. Okay. Boy, this is fun. You guys don't even get to see half of what I'm doing.
Lori spent 20 plus years in the business world of Fortune 500 companies. Oh, Fortune 500 companies. Scroll down, Sabrina, please. Excellent. One little change.
That's it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Into of.
Okay.
Come on down, Serena. Wow. Look at this line, guys. People today often lose sight of the impact one person can have in the world. Young girls are especially vulnerable. Wow. 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 It was right into the statistics of the, suicide. Wow. Let's look at the questions. Going down. Question number 3, Lori. How do a human and whale communicate? I think you can broaden that.
Okay.
Can human beings and animals or whales or birds actually communicate? And if so, how?
Okay.
Question number 5, how are the whale populations doing these days? That's compared to the other questions, that's very weak.
Okay.
Same with number 6. Number 7's good. Number 8 should be, how can one person really make a difference? Number 9's kind of weak. Number 10's good, but that should be up higher after question number 4.
Okay.
Number 11, I don't know why we have 11 questions. It should be 10, but
I was being silly.
did you just write this book, or did you do research on why? How did this book appear in your life? More open-minded question. Good job.
Thank you.
Very powerful. Wow. I am really impressed with the work you ladies have been doing. Really impressed. Even impressed with John's work.
Well, and we can go to those interview sample questions. This is the,
Yeah, let me see those sample questions.
okay, here we go. We're going to start with Linda.
Yeah. First question, Linda, I think you should just say, how did this book on transformation come about? We don't need the previous sentence. Wow. Number 3, wow, that really gets to the point. Number 4, too.
Mhm.
Great questions. Is there a question number 10, Sabrina? And 11.
It's a trend.
Well, certainly Tom's not going to like all of them, so you have to have a couple extra.
Fell safe.
I liked them all.
Thank you.
Great job. Now, you understand when David looks at these things tomorrow, your sample questions, he's going to be a lot more critical than me. But that's his job. His job is to come out with a critical attitude to show you what your weaknesses are so you can build them into strengths. This is great. You guys did wonderfully. Got time to look up maybe one more, Sabrina, if you've got anything else out there? Talking points.
You want to do the talking points for Linda, or you move on to, like, yeah, this is 18-page document. I guess it's not so bad.
Stay right there. You know, Linda, one question is, how the heck does one slow down? What does slow down mean? Oftentimes people equate slowing down with being lazy, being complacent. What does slowing down mean? And how can one have a greater life by slowing down when it may slow down your abilities to generate more income or greater exposure for your business? Good talking points. Next, Sabrina.
I have some watermelon.
Talking point number 1 is really good. Going down. Another great job. Instead of why did you write this book, what led you to write your book? One down, Sabrina. Good questions. Delves deeply into the writing of your book and deeply into your author. So the interviewers can go deeply into your topic, like with Linda's book, or your questions can be focused more on you and your book, like Cheryl's. Good job. We have a few more minutes left, Sabrina. If you got one more to bring up, I can look at it. All right, there's Sam's. The difficult people in your life are clueless about what they are doing and its impact on others. Three great talking points. Let's look at Sam's questions. How do we know if someone is difficult? Great questions, Sam. Great questions. I think that wraps us up time-wise for tonight, Sabrina. Great jobs, guys. But really milk the heck out of these sample interviews David's going to be doing tomorrow. Again, you can probably learn more from listening to one of your colleagues interviewed than you can even be interviewed yourself, because you'll be more objective about the feedback. So make sure you tune in for David's mock interviews tomorrow. He really shines in those. And, you know, this is a guy that's been at the front lines of book publicity for like 27 years. So he talks to interviews all across the country. And he knows what they want. He knows how they interview. He knows what they like. He knows what makes authors succeed and what makes them fail. So you're in the big...
Talking about the mock interviews, the list that I received back, I made the list on August 31st or 19th, was Anastasia, Lori, Linda, Yvonne, Lisa, Sam, Maria, Kathy, Cheryl, and Carol. But
Wow.
I think we're only going to get to a few, right? Like the first 3 to 4?
Probably 4 or 5.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like we'll go through Lisa. So if you guys have any updated materials you want to send to me, please do so this evening, and I'll make sure David has all those tomorrow to review. And
Sabrina, can you list the 5 names again, please?
Maybe. What's it worth to you?
need to know if I should be prepared.
You were number 3.
Be prepared.
So
bud.
again, Anastasia, Lori,
Ah,
Lisa, Yvonne, and Lisa.
And who's the 6th person we have, Sabrina, just in case David gets the 6th?
Sam.
Be prepared either way, ladies. David's got an hour and a half tomorrow.
how much time does it usually spend on each person?
Just about 5 minutes, but it depends upon whether he elaborates or not after the interview.
Okay.
And yes, it's at the same meeting location as we have our Thursday night webinars, the 939-594-688. Same as tonight's.
You guys are doing fantastic. Now, if you can pass this interview test, you'll be all set up for the rest of it.
Yeah, right.
So, this study, what we talked about before about interviews, spinning, switching, turning, your key points. Make sure you're aware of the different types of interviewers that David may be presenting to you tomorrow night. So you know how to recognize the type of interviewer that's being presented to you and how to deal with it in advance. Okay? See you tomorrow night, guys. Thanks.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thanks.